Hi, my name is Dana Beck. Welcome to my YouTube video. And today, what I'd like to talk about, I want to delve in a little bit deeper in autoresponders. Now, I did a video not too long ago covering autoresponders, different ones that are out there, different software and things like that, and features and cost and all of that. But now say, you've chosen the autoresponder you want to use. Well, how do you use it to your advantage? And, what a lot of people will do is they'll just start writing emails and putting them in their autoresponder and schedule them and so forth, and then hope that people open up their emails. Well, you really need to approach it with a more static, if you please, or a more thought through plan. So what I want to talk about is map out your entire autoresponder sequence, all right, from start to finish. And that's really, that's really a big key. And as you map it out, it'll help you to keep on track, on where do you want to take your readers? Where do you want to take your subscribers? Where do you want them to end up, so to speak? And that's where mapping out your autoresponder sequence is really, really vital. Now, right now, I'm not quite done yet, but right now, I'm working on writing about 160 emails, which I'm going to put in my autoresponder, and that will cover, that will cover for about a year, give or take. And I want to map it out for a year, and that's what works for me. Now, again, a year is pretty aggressive, but again, that will help me to get that locked in, and I can focus on other things, and my autoresponder will just, again, send out my emails on my behalf for about a year. So anyway, so in mapping out your entire sequence, the first thing, you want to draft an outline for your sequence, but you have to know, you got to figure out how long you want your sequence to be. Now, like I just mentioned, I'm working on one that's going to be a year-long sequence. Now, you can develop a sequence that lasts 2 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, 90 days, whatever the case might be. But you need to, first of all, figure out how long do you want that sequence to be. And this is especially key for new subscribers, all right? That don't know much about you, they don't know much about your service or your product, and I'll get to that in a moment, how you address that. But again, you want to map out a series, kind of draft out, okay, what's the first thing I want to tell them, what's the next thing, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Now, there is no set rule. There is, you can see a lot of opinion by a lot of different gurus, a lot of different entrepreneurs, and so forth and so forth. But there is no set rule in regards to how many emails you need to have in your sequence.
You've
Again,
got mail.
I'm writing one, I'm building one now that lasts a year, but it's entirely up to you. And there's also no set hard fast rule as in regards to how often you should email your list. Some people email them every day. I don't. Some people email them once a week. Some people send out one every other day. Again, you've got to know your list, and it really, again, focuses on where do you want to take your subscribers? Where do you want to lead them to? What is the end result of this one sequence that you're developing? So that's important as well. Now, you could have as few, again, like I mentioned a moment ago, you could have as few as 3 emails for a simple welcome sequence, or 10 or more emails for a new product or promotion. That's one idea. For a new person, you don't want to flood them, a new subscriber, you don't want to flood them with all these emails. So maybe 2 or 3 emails, maybe 4 to start out, and then gradually move them into your main list, or your main sequence, if you please. That's for all of your subscribers, but kind of gradually move them into that. So you also need to figure out now. You have to figure out how many days apart you want to send your emails. All right. Again, I don't send them out every day because and so that's a real big key. Now, you'll have to determine also how many value versus pitch emails you're going to send out. Now, a word of advice: if you send out emails, pitch, they're going to hit that unsubscribe button like that. You're going to lose them. It cannot, your emails cannot be all about buy my products, check out my service, buy. You can't get in that. You've got to provide value. People are turned on to value. That's what interests them. And if that value connects with them, they're going to look forward to your next email, and you start to build a relationship. And that is really, really important. So I'm going to show you a formula that I have used. Now, this is just a model. I'm not advocating this is how you have to do it. You can do it any way you want, but this is a model that seems to work for me. So V stands for value, and P stands for pitch. Now, your value emails could be, how-tos, product reviews, things of that nature. And that's the kind of value that I'm talking about. Now, anyway, before I get any further, so the sequence is like, all right, your very first email is a soft pitch. You don't want to hit them hard. Hey, thank you for subscribing to my list, and I'm glad you're interested in learning more about XYZ, whatever it is you're promoting, your service or your product or what have you. Thank you for, expressing an interest in my product, my service. I look forward to, developing a relationship with you. But so you kind of do an introductory email, mentioning your product or your service. It's a soft pitch. You're not hitting them hard. Then after that, you should have at least three. And again, this is what works for me, but you should have at least 3 value emails following up after your first pitch. And again, it could be a day apart, 3 days apart, once a week. Again, whatever schedule seems to work for you. Then after your third value email, you want to send them another pitch. Now, this one might be a little bit more direct, but you don't want to, be hard about it. It's still a relatively soft pitch. Hey, I want to let you know that I'm running a special on this service or this product. If you check it out now, you'll save 25%. Something like that. But again, bring up the service or the product that you're promoting, but bring it up in such a way that it's going to benefit them. It's going to benefit them. And again, you've heard me say this before, the old acronym WIFM, what's in it for me? Why should I check out your software or your product? Well, that's what you want to address, how it's going to solve a problem, how it's going to benefit them, how it's going to help them, in their business or whatever the case might be. So then you do a pitch, then you do 3 more value emails. Value, and then you do another pitch after that. So you see, you're spreading your pitch emails over a period of time. It's not constantly buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. You're providing value, and if that value resonates with your reader, they're going to be more inclined to listen to or learn more about what it is you're promoting. So again, you got to make sure it's quality value. All right. So now, and again, here's some suggestions that I've used. I'm just going to kind of read this off to you. Again, your first email should be a soft pitch. Then your second email should be, a value email. Do not pitch, but provide information. Again, how-tos, product reviews. Don't pitch and don't even mention your product in your pitch emails. So then you send 2 more. Then on your 5th email, which is another pitch, highlight the challenges, the obstacles, and so on that your product will help them get over, that help them solve. And so
you've got mail.
You could go. And then again, you provide value, and then another pitch. Now, after your last pitch, you can also, here's another technique that I know a lot of entrepreneurs use. What you can do is you can invite your prospect to an online event, like a webinar or something similar, or like maybe a free online training or something more in depth that will kind of pull the sheet back or pull the curtain back, I guess, for lack of a better term, on the greater details of your service or your product. Kind of give them a behind the scenes look at what your service is, what your product is, and again, in there you could do demos, you could do testimonials, you can do a live, a live demonstration of your service or your product, whatever. And so this is again, this is a very effective sequence, that I have used that has worked for me. And again, you can go ahead and adjust this any way you want. And like I said, you can do pitch, value, 3 values. You can do 4 values, 2 values. Again, whatever works for you and your subscribers. And you really should know a little bit about your subscribers, why they signed up, what are they interested in. Get to know your subscribers a little bit. So hopefully you got some value out of this. And again, this is one more time, this is map out your entire sequence. All right, map out your entire autoresponder sequence from start to finish. Do an outline, and then once you say, yeah, this is good, and move it around until you have a final outline. Then do a formal list, if you please, of, okay, my first email is going to be this, my second email is going to be this, and so forth, and have it all mapped out. And again, if you do that, it will really help you to keep your subscribers on track, leading them to where you want them to be or where you want them to go. All right. So again, hopefully you got value out of this. And if you did, please leave a comment. I really do enjoy reading your comments. And if you like this video, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. There's a little subscribe button down below. I think it's probably down here somewhere. But anyway, click on the subscribe button. And if you'd like to learn more strategies, more insight, more tips and tricks, if you please, on how to build your business, how to be the absolute best entrepreneur you possibly can be, then definitely, it behooves you to go ahead and check out this link. Now, this will be a hyperlink below the video, but this is not an MLM. This is not an income opportunity. It's nothing like that. It is a training hub. It is a training center that has been designed by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. And it will help you with all the skill set, all the training, all the insight, all the strategies you'll need to grow your existing online business, or to even start an online business, and how you can be successful, how you can be an influential marketer and entrepreneur online. So definitely check it out. I think you'll be very, very, very pleased with it. So thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. But until then, have a fantastic day. And again, thank you so very much for watching. You take care now.